Let's create a group. Now, actually, first, let's talk about this screen. So when you land in Flipgrid, you're going to be in the discussion page. It's got the word discussion at the top. And you've got a choice whether to look at topics or groups. Now, the way Flipgrid operates is you have these topics. Those are things that are questions or prompts that the students are responding to. Each one of those is a topic. And then topics are organized into groups. And those are all the people that are going to respond to that topic. So a lot of times a group is going to be like first period, second period, 1A, 1B, right? Those are going to be your groups. And then your topics are going to live within that. And yes, you would need to create a group for each one of your classes, probably because otherwise they get too big for you to listen to all of them in one. It's all crowded together. But it is easy to copy them from one to another, so that's a good thing. All right, so to create a new group, you're going to come over here to the blue button and hit it, create a group. Most of our groups are going to be private, not public. Public, there would be specific instances, I think, where you would want the world at large to respond to your group, but probably not most of the time. So we're going to create a private group, and I'm going to just make this delete me. And you'll notice that it generated a join code for me. I can actually specify what I want this to say. So I'm going to say delete me. Okay, it will tell me if it's available or not. It does have to be unique, so just keep that in mind. And our students are going to join with email, so we want to click this option and then hit next. On this screen, it's going to tell us that it's going to add at friscoisd.org automatically. Well, that'll get all of our teachers the ability to access this group, but not our students. So we have to go ahead and add at k12.friscoisd.org and hit enter, and now our students will be able to see it as well. Now, if we want to add the ability for guests to come in, we could add a password here. Just be careful about privacy issues and things like that, okay? And then hit the blue next button. Now, this is brand new. You can select any topic that you already have in Flipgrid, and you can choose to add it to your new group. This is great when you're talking about using this from year to year to year, because I could go through and add all of my favorite topics from last year to my new class group for this year. And it'll make those hidden by default. So I can just reveal them as I'm ready to use them, and it's going to save me a ton of work. So I love this so much. And it's not going to duplicate the people's videos, so don't worry about that. And then I just can click duplicate topics. And so that can save me a ton of effort. Now, here's where you can share the group. You might do this at the beginning of the year. Maybe you're going to let students subscribe to the group so that they can get notified when you post an update. That isn't super necessary, I don't think. But this is, in general, probably not where you're going to share, so you don't need to probably worry too much about this. But if you do want to share the entire group, this is where you go. QR code, embed code, even by remind. All right, we're going to go to group. Now you'll notice now I'm inside my group, and I've already got a topic, the introduction here. So I want to give you a little tour. It'll give me the overview of how many responses I have in the group altogether, how many views, how many comments, how many hours of shared learning. I can add a co-teacher, a co-pilot. I can go look at the students who are in the group, which is pretty cool. Up here, I can get to those sharing settings just in case I need them again. I can go through a whole bunch of different actions that are available to me. I can export the data for the whole group at this point. I can even go in and change some of the settings. Now, most of this is what I just did, so I probably don't need to change it. You can see that it's all the same stuff that I just did. But I can make it active or hidden, and I can also allow students in the group to follow my group and therefore be notified when something new happens. And this is also where I create my image if I want to put an image on my group so that it's easy to find. I like this one. And I click update group. And there we go. And that's all there is to creating a group in Flipgrid.